Is Jake Paul putting himself in danger without even knowing it? Knuckleheads, that's my question for you guys today. Listen, here's a kid from the suburbs of Ohio or wherever he's from, was a Disney television show star and a YouTube star, but now he's mixing it up, right? And involving himself with and insulting and offending people from a completely different backgrounds, plural, socioeconomic statuses, cultures, etc., etc. And by doing so, I want to know if you guys think he's putting himself in danger, because me, I definitely think he is. Listen, let me just give you guys some examples. He snatched Floyd Mayweather's hat in an effort to humiliate and embarrass him and got jumped right on the spot. And Floyd Mayweather, doesn't seem like the guy to play around, and he's got enough money to do what he's got to do to earn his respect back. And I really believe a lot of these fighters, especially guys like Floyd Mayweather, have a big enough ego to do it. Floyd is just one example, though. Recently, he's gone in on the Furies, right? A gypsy family out of the UK, whose father, Big John Fury, went to prison for, I believe, like scooping somebody's eyeball out or something like that, right? I mean, these are people that settle their problems fighting each other bare knuckle. And it's my understanding that the Furies come from some tough people. And the father and Peter Fury give that off in all their interactions. That's the second example. The other guy who Jake Paul, and although, they fought and Jake Paul knocked him out, but the other guy Jake Paul has offended, I think on multiple occasions, is Tyron Woodley. And not only that, his entourage, got on Tyron Woodley's mom's nerves and kind of crossed her. And, let's not forget, as much as Tyron Woodley is a respectable martial artist and fighter, at the end of the day, the guy's from Ferguson. Not only that, now he's had a back and forth, right, and continues to have one with Jorge Masvidal, a guy from my stomping grounds in Miami, which, growing up in Miami in the 80s, listen, you don't even want to know. I mean, it comes with the territory. You don't even have to be a street guy growing up in certain places in Miami in the 80s to have seen a lot and know people that have done a lot. And now he's going back and forth with Dana White, a guy that got chased out of Boston by Whitey Bulger's guys. A guy who also has FU money. Listen, I'm all for playing the gimmick. I'm all for playing the heel. I don't know if that's his actual personality. I hear he's actually a pretty cool guy. I'm all for it. But at the end of the day, we do live, despite the fact that we do live in a country with free speech, people also have maybe not the legal freedom, but certainly the physical freedom and capacity to punish you for the stuff that you say about them. And I think that there's a disconnect between the suburban background that this guy comes from, right, and the person that he's trying to portray now. And this is what he's trying to portray now, is a personality that's not rubbing everybody in a good way. And we talk about guys like Jorge Masvidal. I mean, listen, Jorge Masvidal is a street guy. Jorge Masvidal has hordes hordes of fans internationally. Forget Miami. Jorge Masvidal probably has fans that have never met him in his life that would do something. That would probably do something if they had one or two drinks in them. Maybe not even. To Jake Paul if they saw him. This is, this may come off as a bit of a weird video to you guys, but this is just something that I had to ask you guys, man, because I don't hear anyone talking about it. And it's interesting. It's interesting to me that this guy continues to mouth off and disrespect these people, and it's become such a large group of people now that he's mouthed off and disrespected, that if there is some sort of retaliation, it's quite possible it's going to get lost in the forest of all the different people that he's insulted at this point, because, he's dealing with guys that don't come from the same place or the same type of place that he comes from. So this, I don't know. To me, this is just something interesting that I thought of, because I keep seeing him mouthing off. And for me, what really made me think about this is his interactions with Dana White now. He's going back and forth with Dana White, a guy who's, probably worth $500 million, $1 billion. And again, a guy who got chased out of Boston by some gangsters. How involved is Dana White in that stuff? It makes me wonder, knuckleheads. It makes me wonder. Let me know what you think in the comments below if this guy's going too far. Listen, I don't want nothing to happen to the guy. I want everybody to win, just so you guys know. But if something does happen, will you be surprised? Let me know in the comments below. Hit the like button. Comment below. Subscribe. Hit the notification icon. Excuse me. And don't forget to join the channel for just $9.99 a month. You can help me continue to build the best kickboxing promotion in the world, Fighters Rep. As you can see, this is the poster for the upcoming Fighters Rep event. It is going to be absolutely electric. You're not going to want to miss it. The only way you can catch the pay-per-view is by joining the channel for $9.99. You could do so in the link below this video or at FightersRep.com. And if you're anywhere near California, even if you're not, even if you want to come watch the best kickboxers, the best strikers throw down, get your tickets in the link below or at FightersRep.com. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about this, because, I just don't see how somebody can get into this many confrontations and walk away unscathed. I'd love to hear what you guys think.